Neville Goddard said in one of his lectures that nothing comes from without, which means that everything that happens to us, our circumstances, our environment, it's all created by us. And we don't even realize that we are creating it. We think that we are just reacting to what is out there. But actually, he says, no, we are creating it. So, in this episode, let us explore together what he meant exactly with this statement and see how we can apply it in our lives. Welcome to this channel, a place where Neville's teachings come alive. Today's quote is, "Nothing comes from without." This is one of my favorite quotes from Neville, because it completely changed the way I view life. For example, when something bad happens, instead of thinking, oh, bad things happen to me, I now say, I manifested this situation. I took full responsibility for my reality, and when you do that, you have the power to change it. When we were children, we believed that we could manifest whatever we wanted. If we wanted a toy, we would ask our parents to buy it for us, and they usually did. We didn't question whether our parents had enough money or not. We just asked and we got. But then something happened. Maybe our parents told us no a few times, or maybe we started going to school and we met other kids who had nicer toys than ours. And somehow we lost that ability to manifest. We started thinking that we needed to work hard to get what we want. We need to earn a lot of money if we want to have a lot of material possessions. We need to be smart if we want to get good grades. And we need to be lucky if we want to meet the right person and get married. But what if it's all just an illusion? What if we never lost the ability to manifest in the first place? What if we still have the ability to manifest anything we want, but we just forgot that we have it? That is what Neville is telling us. He is telling us that nothing comes from without, which means that everything comes from within. We are the ones who create our reality. Why did we forget this ability? It's because we started believing in limitations. We started thinking that there are some things that we can't do or have. But there are no limitations. It's all in our minds. Neville says, you are what you believe, not what you want. So if we want to manifest something, if we want to change our reality, we need to change our beliefs first. We need to start believing that we can do it, that we deserve it, that we are worthy of it. How do we change our beliefs? By using our imagination. Our imagination is the most powerful tool that we have. It's the tool that we use to create our reality. Neville says, imagination is the only tool that the miracle worker has at his command. No other weapon can be used to wage war against the old and wrong ideas of the subconscious. So if we want to manifest something, we need to imagine it. We need to imagine ourselves already having it, already being it. And the more we imagine it, the more real it becomes. How does manifestation work? It works through the law of attraction. The law of attraction says that like attracts like. It means that if we think positive thoughts, we will attract positive experiences. And if we think negative thoughts, we will attract negative experiences. So if we want to manifest something positive, we need to think positive thoughts. And the only way to do that is by imagining ourselves already having what we want. Let me give you an example. Let's say you want to manifest a new job. You've been looking for a new job for a while now, but you haven't had any luck. You go to the job center every day, but there are no jobs available. You apply for a few jobs, but you don't hear back from anyone. So you start to think that it's impossible to find a new job. And you know what? It is impossible to find a new job if you believe that it's impossible. Because like attracts like. If you think negative thoughts, you will attract negative experiences. So instead of giving up, you decide to try something different. You sit down and you imagine yourself already working at a new job. You imagine how happy you are to finally have a new job. You imagine how much money you make and how much you enjoy your work. You do this every day for a few minutes, and then something amazing happens. A friend of yours tells you about a job opening at their company. You apply for the job and you get it. You start working at your new job and you love it. You make more money than you ever did before, and you feel happy and fulfilled. How did this happen? It happened because you changed your beliefs. You stopped thinking negative thoughts, like it's impossible to find a new job, and you started thinking positive thoughts, like I am working at a great job and I love it. And then you attracted those thoughts into your life. Another example, let's say you want to manifest a new car. You've always wanted a new car, but you can't afford it right now. But you know what? It doesn't matter that you can't afford it right now. You can still manifest it. All you need to do is change your beliefs. Stop thinking thoughts like I can't afford a new car, and start thinking thoughts like I have a new car, and I love it. Imagine yourself driving your new car. Imagine how happy you are to finally have a new car. Imagine how much fun you have driving around in your new car. Do this every day for a few minutes, And then one day you will wake up and you will realize that you have a new car. So, Neville was right when he said that nothing comes from without. Everything comes from within. We are the ones who create our reality. We are the ones who create our circumstances. We are the ones who create our environment. There is another thing that Neville said that I want to share with you now. He said that the past is really only a myth. A myth that we tell ourselves over and over again until we believe it. We think that we had a past, but actually we didn't. We only think we did. Neville says that the past is in reality only a mental event. It is not a fact. It's not something that we can point to and say, "This is my past." It's not even real. It's just a story that we tell ourselves. Think about it. You can't remember anything before the age of 2. You do know what happened in your life before you were 2 years old? You have no idea. So, why do you believe that this is your past? Why do you believe that this is who you are? Why do you believe that this is your identity? Why do you believe that this is your destiny? You don't. You just think you do. But it's not true. Here is another quote from Neville that I want to share with you now. He said that we live in a world of our own making. We live in a world that we have created, and we can change this world whenever we want to. We have the power to change our reality. We have the power to change our circumstances. We have the power to change our environment. And if we don't like what's happening in our world, if we don't like what's happening in our life, then it's time to change it. It's time to change our beliefs. It's time to change our thoughts. It's time to change our imagination. Because everything comes from within. Nothing comes from without. If you liked this episode, I invite you to watch the next one. Here, Neville talks about why prayer works. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.